Julio Jones has been a nightmare to cover for his entire career. When he entered the NFL back in 2011, he was a player that I absolutely loved coming out of Alabama. He possessed everything that scouts wanted. Size, speed, hands, Jones had it all. And so far in his career, he's done nothing short of exceeding those lofty goals. Jones gained 169 yards on 10 catches versus the Eagles. In the opening drive alone, he had multiple targets and an end around that gained 11 yards. This 33-yard throw on third down set the Falcons up for their first red zone attempt. The play design is actually a variant of a West Coast offense concept called 72 Dusty. It features the slot receiver running a corner route while the two receivers to his left run an out and under. The idea is that the corner route creates a vertical stretch with the sideline cornerback while the two underneath routes bait the cornerbacks for a shallow throw. In this play, the Eagles are in cover 3. They have a single high safety and rush 5 with the looper through the weak side B gap. Since the safety holds the center of the field, Matt Ryan turns his attention towards Jones in the slot. He stems his route slightly inside and then breaks horizontally back towards the left sideline. There is a hole in the defense since the out route baits Ronald Darby. This creates the opening. Jones catches the pass and takes the ball to the 6-yard line. The Falcons then run inside zone with the sift blocker on their next play, bringing them to the 1-yard line. After this, the next 3 plays were some of the most painful football I've seen. The Falcons run out of heavy on second down with the stack box. That fails. They spread the defense out on third down, and Ryan's pass is too high. Fourth down, they run again out of heavy with a 2-back zone stretch. That play predictably fails too. The one thing that I want you to notice about these last 4 plays is that the guy that brought them down the field in the first place was not even in the game. Julio Jones was somehow absent for all these attempts. Plus, on their 3 run attempts, they run against at least 9 men in the box. This is terrible play calling. The Falcons are great between the 20s because they have the talent to stretch the defense in all areas of the field. Instead, they purposely line up in compressed packages. It destroys their ability to score. I would like to say that it got better, but Sarkisian was nothing if not predictable. In the final drive of the game, he literally called the same exact play 3 times in a row. It's all goes, and Matt Ryan misses out on what could have been the game-winning score. All he had to do was move on past his first read. He would have seen Mohamed Sanu stemming inside against a cornerback with outside leverage. He misses this opportunity. Now, I bring up this point because it wasn't just on Sarkisian. He wasn't the only reason why the Falcons lost. It was also on Ryan. For a quarterback that I generally think is top 6 or top 7 in the NFL, he was god-awful in this game. He missed open throws, he threw a pick in the red zone, and he had terrible pocket awareness where he double-clutched the ball multiple times. On a throw at the end of the third quarter, Ryan had Julio on a skinny post. His placement was terrible. Ryan didn't give him a chance. The cornerback wasn't out of position, but you don't pay a monster like Julio Jones an insane amount of money just to underthrow it by 5 yards. Moving on, and the reason why I created this video was because Jones had some pretty awesome routes during this game. This is why he consistently wins. Jones is split out left and the Falcons run play action. After the snap, Jones directs his route aiming through the center of the cornerback. This angle puts Darby in a bind. He has to decide if he's going to risk getting burned or if he's going to turn so he doesn't get beat. Darby chooses the latter. Meanwhile, Jones sells the go portion of this out route even harder. He steps inside and accelerates up the numbers. At this point in the play, Darby is toast. He completely turned towards the end zone. All Jones has to do now is drop his hips and make the catch by the sideline. What amazes me about Jones is how effortless he makes us all look. This isn't easy. It's extremely hard to go from full sprint to a complete stop. Jones is so good at dropping his hips. For a 6'4" wide receiver, this takes incredible flexibility and balance to master. An example of this awesome hip drop happened in the third quarter. Jones ran a stop and go route and completely baited the cornerback. Now, this was actually called an incompletion, and truth be told, I really don't get why. Regardless, Jones makes these type of plays so frequently that he'll probably have another opportunity next week. To wrap this up, I made this video because I wanted to talk about how Jones was used in the Falcons' game plan. He ran all sorts of routes in this offense, and he was heavily used all game from start to finish. Yes, he didn't score, but as we've already discussed, that was on Matt Ryan and Steve Sarkisian. I don't know how much longer Dan Quinn is going to give Sarkisian play calling duties, but they really, at the very least, need to give red zone play calling to somebody else. Jones should have had at least 1 touchdown, and with better play calling, he would be unstoppable in all aspects of his game. For the rest of this season, MyBookie has become my official sponsor. Because of this, all viewers of this channel have access to their best promotion for all of your legal gambling needs. Using the code Samuel100, you can get a 100% sign-up bonus for up to $1,000. I'll also be giving betting advice each week on this channel so you can follow along or talk about your favorite bets on there as well. Thank you so much for all of your support and for watching my videos. If you want to reach out to me directly, you can find me on Twitter at Samuel R. Gold.